Hi, I'm Jenny Spinner, Chief Editor, Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery, and I'm here with Shimon Sacal, co-founder and CEO of Soli.
Hi, Jenny. How are
Hey.
you? Thanks for having me.
Um, well, let me tell the audience, Soli is a snack company that has managed to keep things simple. Their fruit snacks are made with the goal of using the fewest possible ingredients as opposed to being loaded with sugar and being highly processed. So they can put in the hands of consumers authentic fruit products that retain the nutrition and taste of fresh fruit. I first connected with the member of the team about a year ago to the day. And since then, this straightforward approach to making fruit snacks seems to have really resonated with consumers, judging by the growth the company has experienced and the fact that when I'm shopping for stuff myself, I'm seeing them everywhere. But enough of me talking. Let's let Simone talk. Um, First of all, for people who aren't familiar, could you tell us a little bit about Soli? How it got started, when it launched, the products you've got now, and the new stuff you've got come out with lately.
Yeah. So Sol is a very new company, but from a very old initiative. We've been doing this for a very long time.
Mhm.
We started this in the early 2000s, 2000, 2001. It wasn't called Soli, but it was this idea of how do we bring new good stuff, what people are really asking for through technology and product and development as opposed to through marketing, like
Mhm.
really answering people's questions. And it's been a hell of a ride. It's been amazing. It's been very, very long and exciting. And we solely as a brand did a very soft launch at the end of 2018 in the US. We did some tests in Latin America before that. And then we did our launch on at the end, well, Q3 of 2020 of 2019. That's where we launched like our hard launch. And it's been more than 4 years now, and it's been an amazing journey because seems like people have really understood what we do, and they really appreciate it, and the numbers are amazing because of that.
That's really cool. Like I said, it's been almost exactly a year to the day, which is weird since I chatted with one of your guys, the chief revenue officer, I believe. And there's been some pretty notable growth, and you've sent us some news about it. But just while I'm shopping around, there's solely some of the jerky in the impulse gauntlet that they make me run when I go to Whole Foods. So it's hard to avoid. It's really funny because it's positioned by like the brownie bites, and then there's you offering, a more wholesome alternative to the sugar loaded brownie bites. And yeah, guess which one I should pick up, and I do. Although those brownies look good. And then convenience stores. I am not used to seeing, amidst all the things that are tempting, sugar loaded, highly processed, some of the things that you're up against. But there's an option that enables me to, be a good girl when I'm looking for something sweet. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about some of the new retail partners, the distribution paths and regions. Um, Innovations and just like all the stuff that you've had happen since we last connected in February 2023.
Sure. And it's funny how you put it because at the end of the day, it's all about indulgence, and that's a
Mhm.
reality. You're going, you want a sweet snack, and kids want sweet snacks, and the only way to do clean sweet snacks is through fruit. There's no other way. You either go through fruit or you start trying to add artificial sweeteners or loads of sugar or the ingredients, and that's the path that we chose. And but first and foremost is indulgence. We believe that that's number one in the game, and then doing that with products that are not better for you incrementally, but that are good for you, that you're eating like whole fresh organic fruit, and then also pricing it for massive growth. So to do that, we've spent 20 years with, it's a fully vertically integrated company. We source hundreds of tons from farmers. Um, we convert them to organic. All those products, we help them convert the crops to organic. And then we invent the technologies, we own the patents, we build the plants, we have 4 manufacturing facilities, just to get to this fruit snack that tastes good, because it's difficult. And I was talking to a new team member this morning, and I was saying that there's 2 ways to to marry what consumers want with reality. You either do it through marketing, or you do it through technology and development. And we chose the latter, and we invent processes and create supply chains to bring this product. It takes a lot longer, but I think it goes a long way for consumers because we're really solving a problem. So answering your question, yeah, we've done a lot last year. It was an amazing year in every way. Like, the team grew, the retailers grew. We got into Wakefern, we got into Walgreens. We more stores or more doors. It was more like going deeper, and we started with 1 SKU or 2 SKUs, which is our fruit jerky, is like 2 inches of shelf, and we're now that it turns very fast and people understand that this is a great product. We have one of the highest repeat rates in the category and all the categories of snacking, because it's a real solution. You have a product that it's good at the end of the day for you, your children, whomever. But on the other side, it tastes very good. So people come back when they try us. So what we've been doing is go a little bit deeper and deeper into the retails that we're at, and that has been amazing. We have, as you know, we have, Jenny, the fruit jerky, our dried fruit. We have the gummies made out of 1 or 2 ingredients. And we have a pasta line, but we're mostly focused on sweet snacking through fruit. And in terms of innovation, what we're doing sounds simple, because usually when a company launches a new flavor, it's just a matter of formulating a formula with a new flavoring. For us, if we want to go deeper into winning products like a blueberry fruit jerky, then we have to fly somewhere in the world where we can turn some crops into organic, help them get better yields, just to make it affordable and have the right quality of blueberry, because we cannot mask everything with sugar. So it's a 2-year process just to develop a flavor. It's developing a fruit, and then once you have that and you have the formulation and it makes sense in terms of how many blueberries versus mangoes then you have to do the whole supply chain, so the seasonality works for us. Mangoes come in summer, blueberries in the winter, and it depends on where in the world. So for us, launching a new flavor when it comes to a new fruit, it's a big deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughtfulness and time built into your innovation pipeline, which is kind of unusual, difficult, but it's interesting that you're taking all the trouble to not just, go out and buy a bucket of blueberries. You're building partnerships with the people that make your ingredients, and you mentioned you're partnering with people and helping them become organic. So let's talk a little bit more about your stated commitment to sustainability and going organic. can you talk about some of the ways that the brand, some additional ways that the brand does that? Trying to be good for people and the planet and all that stuff. Anything from operations to the way that you look at packaging. How does sustainability manifest throughout your chain?
It, it's a very, very broad question, and we do a lot of
Yeah.
things because we have a lot of touch points. We're a very we go very deep. It's not that we have a co-manufacturer and just ask for some certifications. It's that we go. So first of all, in the sourcing part, we started by buying ugly fruit 20 years ago or 18 years ago when it wasn't even a word, and that just doing that in our experience changes the the economics of the family change dramatically because they're getting something out of nothing that in reality they had to pay for someone a few cents per kilogram to just come pick it up and take it away. So that's the first part. Now we've evolved and we've grown so much with them that now we help them with 100% of the crop. So we practically eliminate waste. Most of the waste in the food system comes from what from what is grown to what is eaten is like less than 50% because you have some waste on the ugly fruit. You have some waste on transportation. You have some waste at the store level. There's a lot of different places in the supply chain where you have waste. We practically eliminate it completely because we source the fruit 100% of the crop, and then we process it directly into our product. So there's that's a huge, huge impact. We're talking about millions of pounds per year. So that's one. Second, we help our farmers get better yields through best practices worldwide, through technology, through just guidance and education. But we also help them turn into organic, which means that they're getting a lot more money per acre. So they're getting more product, they're getting more sales because they sell everything, and they're getting a better quality product because it's organic. So just at that level, it's a huge, huge deal what we do in sustainability. Then once at our level, once we get the product, we have thousands of people working with us, and we have a lot of services in the facilities like everyone. There's doctors for people, there's education programs, there's lunch programs inside the facility. So there's a lot we do with our people. We've been investing. Last year, we invested a lot in solar energy, and we put the highest efficiency solar panels in the production facility, which generate more than 1 million kilowatts an hour. So that's another thing that we're doing. And then the most significant, I think there's two that are very significant to us. One is eliminating waste completely, that I already talked about. And the other one is the carbon footprint from distributing our products is so small compared to anyone else because we don't transport water. We almost always semi-dry the product at source. That's part of the first part of the technology. So you need like a tenth of the truckloads just to transport the fruit itself. And then the products that we do, we try to eliminate transporting air, which is it's a problem in terms of sometimes in terms of size impression, and because a lot of products that we buy at the supermarket, like 50% air. Here, for example, with the fruit jerky, there's no air at all.
No.
So it's extremely efficient. You transport a lot more products, And that goes a very, very long way when you start adding truckloads and truckloads every day or week.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to think if I had any other questions. What is Soul is, I mean, you've had a lot going on in 2023. What about 2024? What do you have planned for the next 12 months? Like new products, new retail partners? What's on the table for you guys?
We are excited. I think every year since we launched Solely, there's like a little fear that what happened. It's been growing.
Mhm.
I think this year it's more this excitement because we're not very fragile. We have amazing numbers, amazing velocity. So
Mhm.
I, I we expect this year will be very important for us at, at every level. But in terms of before I talk about innovation, we refreshed the brand.
Mhm.
Solely is a very iconic. I think we had a very iconic image with this hand and the power of the fruit
Yeah.
and the word mark solely with a column like solely mango solely. But I think we found a way, and it took a lot of work and a lot of money, but we found a way to make it a lot more powerful because the word mark now, the word solely works better with the ingredients. So now it reads easily that it's solely mango and passion fruit. That's then where we have I don't know if you've seen the new packaging, but we have an image of the fresh ripe fruit. So now there's some taste appeal and some allusion to indulgence that we didn't have. That's important. We have a sticker that says one ingredient or two ingredients on the ingredient itself,
Yeah.
and we do have a picture of the product. So the new packaging, I think, will go deeper and will make a very big deal. The second one is we launched multi-packs a few weeks ago, well, a couple of months ago, and it sounds as something simple, like launching a new flavor, Jenny, but it's not because it was very difficult to, since we don't have air, we needed to develop a way to have the product in a packaging that's good enough so you can pay for five at a time,
Mhm.
but it's still efficient. And up until now, there's a lot of retailers that were the only one who sells singles at the center store. That no one does that. And I think just that going to multi-packs, and we've seen it in the last couple of months in one retailer, it will change the dynamics of the brand because it's a different buying occasion. And then in terms of flavors, we're launching three new jerkies, maybe a fourth one. It depends on a couple of farmers that we're just closing into. Um, but we're launching a mango blueberry jerky, guava jerky, and a passion fruit jerky.
Nice.
And there might also be a new, we've not talked about this, but we might have a raspberry one as well. It all depends on some test at the field level that we're doing and supply chain. So that's on the jerky side. The gummies are also bringing new flavors. We're bringing new sizes as well. So there's different consumption occasions that can be met. And there's there's a couple new technologies that we're working on. I will not talk a lot about that, but
Sure.
they're
Understood.
extremely disruptive for maybe early next year. So we'll be talking very soon about that. But so solely, again, I think it's not only about fruit snacks. We're doing fruit snacks, but it's about how do we do sweet snacks permissible as a whole. And I think we're having success with the repeat rate that we have, and people are understanding that we're bringing this solution, and we're very excited.
Well, congratulations on your success, and thank you for having a company that's been a lot of fun to watch. And when I go to Whole Foods and I see you in the hang pegs, I'm like, hey, I know those guys. So it's been a pleasure to see your success, and look forward to watching you over the next 12 months. Oh, one more question. Do you have a favorite product among all your stuff? Which is kind of like asking what your favorite among your
It,
children, but
I I there there's a product that it wasn't has not been extremely successful, but that's my go-to when I'm snacking, and it's the banana bite coins, like a big coin of banana with a 100% cacao drizzle. There's something about that product that
mhm.
the bitterness of the cacao, but the sweetness of the banana. I love that one, and I think it's like a relegated child. I understand why it's not so popular because the banana doesn't look very beautiful as the mango or the pineapple or the. But I love that product, and the new ones that are coming are I cannot talk enough about the mango jerky and the mango pineapple, the pineapple jerky and the mango jerky. Those are huge bestsellers. But the new ones that are coming are amazing. And on the gummies, definitely the guava. That's my favorite. I know it's too much, but it's like choosing a child, as you said.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sorry I put you through that. So I will let you go, because I'm sure you've got tons of stuff to do with all the action that's going on at Soli. Well, thank you for your time. I really
I love
appreciate
it.
it.
Whenever you want, I love it. Are you going to be at Expo West?
I am not. I couldn't make it work this year, but next year
Mm.
I'm already blocking time out because I have yet to go. I used to work with a group of people that would go every year, and they would come back with some amazing innovative stuff, sometimes a little bit weird, but it's sometimes I'm completely off base when I see a product and I'm like, I don't think that's going to resonate with anybody, and then it ends up being a big success. So it's kind of, it'll be fun once I get to Anaheim to, kind of like test my judgment, see if I can predict which ones are going to be, dominating Whole Foods like you've been. But I will see you next time around, hopefully.
I think you'll do an amazing job because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's obvious. There can be surprises in flavor, but at the end of the day, what works works. You will be very good to know with your experience.
Well, thank you for your time. I will really appreciate your time, and everybody in the audience, thank you for listening. Until next time.